Hi students, in this video I'm going to talk a little bit more about the weekly modules where you'll find most of the information and the assignments for the class, and I'm going to also talk a little bit about the different assignments for the class. So for this class there will be 5 assignments. A midterm and a final, you don't have to worry about those yet. A weekly journal entry, it's kind of more of just a log of how you're doing and how the course is going for you. So that we can develop a relationship in that way. Weekly discussion boards that you'll have to participate in. You'll have a primary source reading, and then you have to post to the discussion board and comment a couple of times during the week. For both of these, the journal and the discussion board, I encourage you to look at the help video that I have posted on the home page. That'll tell you a little more about my expectations for those assignments. And then you'll also have papers and PowerPoint assignments. So basically every other week you'll have to do either a PowerPoint or a paper. And so we'll talk a little bit more about those as we come up on them. But I'm going to choose week 3 as my sample week because that's the first week where we have one of those assignments. Week 1, kind of more of an introductory week. Week 2, we're just kind of getting going. And then week 3 is the week where really everything hits. So let's open the week 3 module. You'll see there's an agenda. It tells you what you need to do. You'll have the lectures that either you'll access through the media site link or that I'll have embedded in the module here. You'll have the PowerPoint that will go along with the lecture. I put the PowerPoint here as well, just as an additional resource, but you will also be able to see the PowerPoint when you view my lectures. You have the textbook reading. Can't click on this or get to the textbook or anything. It's just a reminder of what you need to read from the textbook for this particular week. If your textbook doesn't have this exact front cover, if it's a different edition, that's absolutely fine. The chapters should be the same. If they're not, and that's a problem, just let me know. Then you'll have a series of videos from YouTube that I have taken and chosen to include each week. So I'm trying to work here with the fact that we were going to be an in-person class and now we're an online class. And I, much though I would like to, I don't receive the studio backing that some of these documentary makers receive. And Eastern New Mexico isn't paying to fly me to ancient Greece or Rome. And so I've provided these videos as well, and kind of the model that I want to follow a little bit this semester is that my lectures will probably be a little shorter than they normally would be, and instead you're going to have a number of these videos to watch each week. And whereas if we were in an introductory class, I would probably just give you the pretty short 3 to 5 minute videos that are just kind of bare bones about what something is, but someone else saying it, it's a different voice, it's a different perspective that can be helpful. In this class, I'm going to give you some longer videos. I'm going to give you some full length, hour, sometimes even hour and a half documentaries to watch. And so each week you should expect to have about an hour and a half, sometimes even 2 hours of these videos to watch. And I think it sounds like a lot of time, but it's pretty easy time. And a lot of this stuff is really fascinating and increasingly high quality production. And so it's something for you that you can be doing, but you can be kind of sitting back and enjoying and absorbing. If you are watching a lecture, I would say you probably want to be sitting up at a table. You're going to want to be taking notes pretty intensively. If you're watching one of these documentaries, you're going to want to have your notepad with you. But if you're sitting on the couch or in your bed, or something else, sitting on the patio outside, that's totally fine with me. Now, I want to make an important clarification that just because I have assigned these documentaries does not mean I agree with everything that they claim or all the arguments that they claim. Again, this is the difference between a survey class and an upper division class. you guys are considered by the standards of a history major to be grown up by this point. So you should be able to watch these documentaries, listen to the arguments that the people on the documentaries are making, and make a decision for yourself, make an informed decision for yourself. Are the arguments that they're making, are they compelling arguments? Are they accurate arguments? Now, not all of these videos that I'm posting here are long. So this one on the Palace of Knossos is just about 5 minutes long. But then if we skip down, then this is a documentary on the Minoans that's about 30 minutes long. And as we get into our lectures, I'm going to try and give you some kind of reference points back to these documentaries. And I'll talk a little more about why I picked a certain documentary, what I like about a documentary, what I don't like about a documentary, what you should be aware of, errors that I've noticed that are in the documentary. Documentaries typically have lots of errors. I'm going to just point out the salient ones. But this is just a way for you to gain another perspective on ancient Greece and Rome, able to see video footage of these places for yourself. I think that will be pretty fantastic. It may be surprising to some of you, I've also included a couple of documentaries that are based on computer graphics from computer games. It is the case that sometimes you have people who are out there who don't have the resources of a studio, but they have the resources of computer game graphics. These graphics have got really good in recent years and often are extremely accurate. So I don't want you to think that just because it's not a typical documentary that you shouldn't afford it the same reasonable critical hearing that you'll give for all of these videos. Okay, lecture from me. PowerPoint to follow along with the lecture, textbook reading, videos that I've selected. You're getting a ton of content, and then towards the end of each week, we're going to come to the assignments. So you'll have a discussion each week, and for this week 3 discussion, there are these 2 sources, Thucydides, the early history of the Hellenes, and Plutarch's account of Theseus. And so when you finish doing these readings, and the readings themselves in this instance are attached here as a PDF. Sometimes they're going to come from one of those books. Book of Historical Sources of Ancient Greece, Book of Historical Sources of Ancient Rome. Sometimes they're reading package like this that I've put together for you. So the readings are available here as a PowerPoint, as a PDF, And then when you've finished with the readings, you click on the discussion board link and it will take you through and you can find your discussion. The week 3 discussion hasn't come up yet because we're so many weeks ahead. Find your discussion, so we'll go to the week 2 one. Click here and you create thread, and once you've posted, then you can comment on other people's threads. I'm going to go back to the week 3 module now and just talk a little bit again about how I'm approaching these discussions. So this is a 300 level upper division course rather than a 400 level. Because of that, I'm not giving you a full length book source to read. Normally, I would say here is Homer's Iliad or Homer's Odyssey. Go away and read that and you'll write a paper on it. And for this class, I've decided not to do that. But that means that because we don't have any book-length sources, the weekly readings for these discussions are going to be longer than usual. So you should expect to have between 20 and 30 pages of reading for these discussions every week. It's also the case that because we're looking at ancient history, the sources are going to be more complex. They're probably going to be more difficult for you to understand than a source that was written 200 years ago or 300 years ago. These sources are way cooler than that. They were written 2,000 and 3,000 years ago. Also, because we're looking at such ancient history, we find that these sources, there are fewer sources to choose from, and they're a little more complex. And so it's very important that you bring a very critical attitude to these sources. So Plutarch's biography of Theseus, for example, was written many centuries after Theseus was said to have lived. but it's basically the only source that we have about Theseus. And so we have to take it on a little bit of trust that Plutarch was working from historical sources that were available to him 2,000 years ago, that he could write this account. But we also have to be aware that Plutarch is not an eyewitness. Plutarch can't tell you with the certainty of an eyewitness what Theseus looked like, what Theseus was like as a person, what ancient Athens was like 4,000 years ago. And so, or 3,000 years ago. And so it's very important that you think about who the author of all these sources, think about the authors of all these sources, and that you think about what they can really say. It becomes much more complex when you start studying ancient history. So make sure that you're aware of that. And then lastly, we have one of our PowerPoint assignments here. And not quite lastly, you have the journal entry here. So do that quickly because it's easy. You can just click into the journal. It gives you questions. Those of you who have taken classes with me before will see that these questions are pretty similar to the journal entries from my other classes. It's just a way for you to let me know how you're doing in the class. So now finally we come to the PowerPoint assignment. These should be pretty straightforward, but they're also a way, I assume that a lot of you are maybe thinking about becoming teachers. If you're not becoming teachers, you're probably going to have to give PowerPoint presentations in a business environment. And so this is a way for you to become more familiar with PowerPoint. When I've given these assignments in the past, students seem to really enjoy them. So I've increased it from 1 for the semester to 3 this class. And so you have a list of different topics here that we'll have covered over this week and the previous week. And your job is to put together a PowerPoint that's just 6 to 8 slides long. Doesn't have to have a ton of text on it. Have to make sure it's attractive. If you click into the assignment, you can find that the rubric is right here. And that will give you a sense of what I'm expecting, what I'm looking for in these assignments. So there you have it. You've seen what a week looks like in this class, an intense week. So every other week you'll have an assignment like this, every other week you won't. So on those weeks you'll just have the discussion board and the journal that you have to turn in. So this is an upper division class, but it's an upper division class with a little bit of a difference in that I've made it so that it's much more self-contained week by week. There's no big term project that you have to achieve, but each week is probably a little more intense than it would be if you did have a big paper that you were doing on the side. So everything that you're going to be doing is contained in these weekly modules. Okay, I hope these introductory videos have helped you, but of course, reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks very much.